we are trying to find the distance in meters between each planet. Okay, so we know that Mercury is 39 hundredths astronomical units away from the sun. And we know that each astronomical unit is that many meters, which is a lot of meters. Okay, so we need to take this number and we need to multiply it by this number to figure out how many meters away from the sun Mercury is. Okay, so our equation would look like this. Okay, that's a big equation. So we are welcome to use calculators with this, but I will caution you with calculators. You might get a number in scientific notation. What scientific notation is going to look like is it's going to have maybe a decimal of some kind like this, and it's going to have something that looks like this maybe. Or it might look like this. Okay. Either way, this E stands for exponent, which this is an exponent. Okay. So that's what scientific notation is. Scientists have found this way to work with really large numbers, like this one, for example, and they've shrunk it down and made it scientific notation where they're using our powers of 10 to make it a number. So if you think back to decimals, when we were talking about powers of 10, we moved our decimal point. And each time we moved our decimal point, it was times 10, times 10, times 10 if we were getting larger, or divided by 10, divided by 10, divided by 10 if we were getting smaller. So we want to figure out this and what that is. So I'm going to pause this video so we can have some time to calculate, and then we'll come. Okay, so we figured out that it is 58, sorry, I lost my number because I had to change the screen, but 58 billion something, okay? And all we did was we opened up our iPad, we typed in Google this equation, because this is the number of that's how many meters are in astronomical units, and this was how many astronomical units Mercury is away from the sun. So in order to find Venus, we're going to have a very similar equation, except this number is going to be different because Venus is a different distance from the sun. Okay, if you look at your chart, Venus is 72 hundredths astronomical units away from the sun. So you would change this to 72 hundredths, calculate it, and then write it on your chart.